Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Hi, folks. Welcome back. From Fox News, Trump will not return to Twitter even as Elon Musk purchases platform will begin using his own Truth Social. Trump said a Musk Twitter takeover would be a positive development, but he will stay with his own platform. No, I do understand it. And in fact, even if he didn't have Truth Social, if I were Trump, I would say no. And my understanding is he's on very good terms with Elon Musk. There's no bad blood there. Elon's not upset. He probably understands better than anybody. Let's read on. Exclusive. Former President Trump will not return to Twitter even as Elon Musk purchases a social media company and reinstates his account, instead of using his own Truth Social as a social platform for his voice. Twitter on Monday afternoon announced it agreed to be acquired from Musk for $44 billion. The former president told Fox News Monday that he will formally join his own Truth Social network over the next 7 days as planned. I'm not going on Twitter. I'm going to stay on Truth, Trump told Fox News. I hope Elon buys Twitter because he'll make improvements to it and he is a good man. But I'm going to stay on Truth. Trump told Fox News he would begin truthing, as they say. It'd be like tweeting. We truthed something. We tweeted something there. That'll become a household name as well over the next week or so, he told Fox. The Trump Media and Technology Group, social media platform Truth Social, formally launched last month and has been up and running under its brand new cloud services for 4 days, after having beta tested since February. Former Representative Devin Nunes, Republican of California, is the company's CEO. We're taking in millions of people, and what we're finding is that the response on Truth is much better than had been on Twitter, Trump said. Twitter has bots and fake accounts, and we're doing everything we can. He added, the bottom line is, no, I'm not going back to Twitter now. That's the problem that Elon Musk, at least in part, talked about the bots and fake accounts. You'll have one person sitting somewhere that's being paid that has 100 fake accounts, and he can post all this nasty stuff to anybody, and one person times 100. So say you have 100 people. Well, that's a lot. 100 times 100. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10,000. That's 10,000 posts that are a negative effect or a positive effect, mostly negative on conservative people, and that's the way it goes. Which screws the algorithm even more for that individual, which puts them even lower. And then on top of that, you put the shadow banning and the manual shadow banning done on accounts, and then the banning itself. I can understand, and I hope Elon Musk address that. My understanding is you're going to have to get a special check if you prove that you're a human being and you don't have multiple accounts. Trump was permanently suspended from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. If you're going to do it all. Following January 6th Capitol riot. Twitter deemed a number of his tweets connected to the violent protests as inflammatory and warned against the risk of further incitement of violence. Yeah. When asked whether a Trump-owned Twitter would be competition to Truth, Trump said he feels it would be a positive development in the social media space. Now, this was a sitting president of the United States with almost 89 million followers. And this is what the president of the United States got when he checked in his Twitter account. Account suspended. Violation of Twitter rules. The president of the United States. If they did this to Obama, I would be just as mad. Unfreaking believable. And these guys, well, we have the power and you don't. Well, guess what, morons? Your company just got sold to Elon Musk. And I've seen some of the reactions of some of the employees. Oh, we're all sad and scared. Our stomachs are in knots. We feel like some of us are going to throw up from the anxiety. What are we going to do? Elon Musk is a white supremacist racist. He's just horrible for democracies. What are we going to do? What would I do if I were you idiots? I would go to my resume and update it. And it's funny. I hope, too, what happens is he moves Twitter to another state. That would be freaking awesome. Now everybody's going to Florida and Texas. I think maybe Tennessee would be a good spot. Right in the center of Tennessee. Don't pick a little town, but a fairly small one. Not too far from a major city. Maybe a little bit east of Nashville. I'm not sure. Call it Central Tennessee. The reason why I say that is I might be moving to Central Tennessee in the near future. But even if I wasn't, that's a great place. No state tax. It's beautiful there. The people are great. You're basically you're almost in the center of the country. It's a good spot. This is a platform for my voice, Trump said. Truth is a platform for my voice and my supporters. And I want everybody to come to Truth, conservative, liberals, whatever. The former president said Twitter became very boring because conservatives were thrown off or got off the platform when I left. It's becoming boring. There was no interaction, Trump said. The interaction on Truth has been amazing. He had a "we want everybody." True Social will be a voice for me, Trump continued, and that's something nobody else can get. The former president will not comment on whether he has been in contact with Musk. He probably has. They probably have each other's private cell numbers, I have no doubt. A source familiar told Fox News that Trump and Musk have a very good relationship and are friendly. The source cited Trump coming to Musk's defense in 2018 after the Tesla CEO was charged with securities fraud over misleading tweets about a potential transaction to take Tesla private. Yeah, and he explained that briefly at the recent TED Talk that he was on before the takeover of Twitter was made public. And he basically said, they made me lie. They made me lie in order to save my company. So I saved my company. And he called them bastards. Yeah. That's CC. There you go. Musk on Monday tweeted, I hope that even my worst critics remain on Twitter because this is what free speech means. I think he means that. I just think that's rhetoric. I really and truly do. Meanwhile, the Trump Media Technology Group CEO Devin Nunes told Fox News that Truth Social has an uncancelable architecture now that is working flawlessly and lightning quick. Remember, I tried to get on Parler and it was just a nightmare. And then they were thrown off. So I didn't care for a while. Then they came back and I tried to get on. It was almost impossible to get your accounts back. I deleted my account because they got thrown off. They were skyrocketing in numbers. And they pulled the plug on them. Amazon Web Service and all the rest. So now they have a, how do we rephrase it? Uncancelable architecture. Perfect. You can't cancel us. What President Trump started with his company really is a movement. And that has led us to a point where now Elon Musk is saying, hey, this is a problem, Nunes said. And we're glad he's saying it's a problem. The topic of content moderation has come under scrutiny, and they talk about how the tech giants go from protections from, Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. In essence, shields them from liability, but they can't be publishers at the same time, but they are, of course. And so all these blue and green-haired twerps that sit around and exercise their power over people, degrading them in the algorithm and just banning them outright or deleting their tweets or reading their direct private messages just so they have power over somebody else because their lives are so empty and meaningless. It's going to stop. Absolutely going to stop. And no one is more delighted than I. And this is the interesting part of the Section 230, the part that's really no provider or user of an interactive computer service shall be treated as the publisher or speaker of any information provided by another information content provider. But there are publishers now. And what I like about this is Musk says that the algorithm is going to be open source. So supposedly you could see if the algorithm was screwing you over on Twitter. Oh, God, I wish they had that on YouTube. My channel would be so big right now, but that's just the way it goes. So I'm doing what I can, even with the small amounts of views and subscribers I get, and I appreciate them all. Don't get me wrong, very much. But the thing is, though, it's almost impossible to grow at any decent size. But I'm hanging in there. The True Social company said last month that the partners has agreements for $1 billion in capital from institutional investors. Trump Media Technology Group planned to become a publicly listed company with a merger, and then explains how they're going to take it public. Now, do I blame President Trump for not doing it? No, actually, I don't. I thought even if the Jack Dorsey or the new board on Twitter asked Trump to come back, I think he would say no, even if he didn't have True Social. And so, I can't blame him a bit, and I'm sure Elon Musk knows that too. He's no dummy. We'll see how it goes. It would be very fascinating, though, that once that True Social gets up and running, Elon Musk starts to fix what's seriously wrong with Twitter, and there's a ton wrong with it. And Trump and Musk sit down with an interviewer. That would be fascinating stuff. That would get tens of millions of views, that interview. Well, we'll see if it comes about sometime. So congratulations to Elon Musk, and congratulations to free speech advocates as well. Too bad you spineless Twitter employees that are shaking in your boots. Update your resumes, work somewhere else. Take away your anxiety. The Elon Musk, the white supremacist, he's mean and he's out of control and he's authoritarian, and oh my God, what are we going to do now? You know what? Shut up and sit down. Grow a set. Grow up. Grow a spine. Whatever term you want to use. The asteroid is coming for you, dinosaurs. And none too soon. Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.